What's up, guys? Dr. Mo here, Digital Nomad Physician at digitalnomadphysician.com. Welcome to another episode, still in Long Beach, California. I've been doing a lot of urgent care work. It's not a lot, but I'm doing like 24 hours a week or so, 2 12-hour shifts. And honestly, I don't like it. It's not that I don't like medicine. It's not that I don't like the practice of medicine. It's seeing the same thing over and over. It's the fact that people are coming in for this kind of retail care, they're coming in with a very specific thing that they want. And that drains me. That really exhausts me. So just doing that is giving me, honestly, a really good motivation to continue working on my own medical practice. As you guys know, welcome to the new people, but those of you who've followed me for a while, I'm rebranding my virtual medical practice, and I want to run it in a different way, moving from the pure direct primary care practice more into this preventionist practice, kind of disease prevention, a little bit more of the health coaching. So what I did is I integrated my heart health coaching into my digital nomad health brand. And along these lines, a lot of people reach out to me, a lot of physicians reach out to me, and they're asking me, hey, how do you do it? What do you do? How do you start it? I'm kind of lost. I really want to do the same thing. I want to build a virtual medical practice. How do you get started? So how do you get started building your virtual medical practice? Number one, their main questions, I say, well, ask me the main questions that are on your mind. And I'm always curious what those main questions are, because those are on a ladder, right? When you create a thought idea, you want to create a ladder. You don't want to create a bunch of scattered item to-do lists. You want to create a ladder. What should be at the very top of that ladder? And for them, oftentimes is, well, what EHR do I use, and how do I get started? Like the question is, how do I get started? What electronic health record do I use? Where do I, how do I find an attorney for my malpractice? Where do I shop for malpractice insurance? And it's interesting because that's sort of the same mentality of somebody who wants to start a medical practice or a business as a freelancer. And the first thing they want to do is go get a business card. And I get it. If you need that kind of motivation, you should get that kind of motivation. But that kind of motivation is very weak. It's not going to take you far. Instead, what's really powerful is to constantly constantly reiterate in your mind and ask yourself the question of, what service am I going to provide? What value am I going to deliver to someone? And who is that someone that I'm going to deliver it to? So that is your niche, right? That is the category niche, the niche from the book Niche Down, right? Like, try to find your own category, define your own category. My category is cash-based preventative care. Maybe there's another category like that out there. I haven't seen it. I hear about preventative medicine, and it's all like take magnesium and eat fish oil and stuff like that. And, and it's like insurance-based, and it's not really cash-based, and it's like functional medicine and stuff like that. So I have my own category, my own niche. What is your niche? What is it you're interested in? Whether you're a pediatric doctor, internal medicine doctor, family medicine doctor, there's got to be a niche that you're interested in. And in that niche, what is the service you're going to offer? Because that niche could be diabetes. That niche could be postpartum depression. But what is the service you're going to offer? What is the product that you're going to deliver? And on top of that, who's your ideal customer? Who is it that you're going to reach out to? Because then the next question is, well, how do I market? How do you find people? How do you find patients? And of course, I think, sorry, this almost killed my. People always assume like, oh, well, they'll just come, right? I'll build it and they'll just come, or I'll just run a bunch of ads. Or there's probably got to be a place that I can go to and get those people. I don't really think it's that way. I don't think there is one strategy that works for everyone. And marketing companies want you to maybe think that there is one strategy that will work for everyone, but it's going to be different for each and every one of you. Some of you have the kind of voice, the kind of presence online that's going to just attract a lot of people. And perfect. And for you, I think going directly to the customer on some sort of social media platform is going to make a lot of sense. For someone like myself, that's not it. And some of you will have such a niche product that you're delivering. For example, you might be a plastic surgeon or an orthopedic surgeon offering in-home assessments or whatever. It's going to be pretty easy for you to find a lot of traction in that sense, because you're in the minority and you're offering a service that a lot of people are looking for. For the rest of us, which kind of fall into this kind of 80% range, like the majority of us, You don't know until you try. Maybe it is writing blog posts. Maybe it is cross-posting to other platforms. Maybe it is running ads. Maybe it is advertising on specific channels where other people can find you. Maybe it is purchasing a small office space, right, in your downtown area so that you get some signage and people can come into you that way. That's something that I've certainly considered. And fortunately, in my area in Long Beach, I can get a place for probably under $2,000 a month, which I think most of us could find a small office space with a little bit of signage to get your name out there. But of course, then you got to also build it out and maintain it and all that stuff. So that might be a headache. So where do you start? You start by figuring out your niche. What is it, that one thing you want to offer? You cannot offer everything to everyone. And if you're going to offer everything to everyone, that's not primary care. That's still its own niche. When you're doing primary care, that's a niche practice because it is not surgery. It is not orthopedic care. If you want to treat everyone, you got to know, is it a walk-in clinic? Is it a special? Is it a walk-in clinic? Is it really great customer service? Is it a same-day clinic? Do you have really tons of appointments? Are your appointments really long? So you still need to figure out your niche. And you need to know, what will you be giving them? What is that thing that they get that sets what you're giving them, what sets it apart from everything else out there? Because if you don't stand out, if you're just another Coke bottle or it's just another soda brand, you're not going to stand out. You're just going to essentially have to compete with everybody else. And it's going to be hard for you to maybe get the attention of your ideal client. And finally, who is your ideal client? Is it the 40-year-old mom? Is it the 17-year-old girl? Is it the 68-year-old athletic man? Those are important. Nobody wants to hear that. I think I don't. But you have to start with that niche, which means your market segment just got a lot smaller. But by starting there, I think you'll be a lot more happy because you'll know what it is you're selling, to whom you're selling it to, and it's going to be a lot easier. And from there, you can always expand. So that's how you start. I hope that's helpful, guys. If you have any questions, go to digitalnomadphysician.com. By the way, I did mention that my cardiachealthcoach.com website is still for sale. Used to be Heart Health Coach, now it's Cardiac Health Coach. Don't ask me why. Cardiac Health Coach is still for sale, $1,500. By the end of the month, I will be taking it down, deleting it, getting rid of it. If you're interested in the site, if it's something you want to do, send me an email, drmo@digitalnomadphysician.com. It's pretty simple. The first person who purchases it gets it. I already put an ad out on my email list. So whoever buys it on my PayPal link gets it, and that's it. Take care.